Okay, I'm here with Larry, and we are doing some major work on my motorhome.
Mobiltec.
Mobiltec. And he's got a great YouTube channel. So here we're dealing with the house batteries, and I'm trying to do solar. I'm kind of a minimalist. Larry claims I'm not since I have a motorhome, but I claim I am. So that's the ongoing debate. But these two little batteries here, he says I didn't have the terminals on very tight. And here's another thing I learned too. Guy helped me see this. You got to have water in the batteries. Oh, okay. Make sure you can see the water. Don't let them run dry.
And make sure you use distilled water.
Good point, Larry.
Important.
Thank you.
The thing I found, see, we're not sure how good these batteries are. So we want to find out. So we're going to take them into town and have them tested. But the first thing I found when I went to put my wrench on here, these nuts. There, you hear that clicking?
I do.
That's because we're disconnecting the battery. Things are always running in here. These batteries are being used constantly, even if you hear that? Hear that over here? That's in this panel. Anyway, so they're constantly being drained, even when you're parked and you don't think you have anything running. Your refrigerator computer is running off this. Other little solenoids and things are always running off these, so you got to have good batteries. But I found out that these nuts were only hand tight. And look at the corrosion. So these batteries are not being charged properly because of a bad connection, a loose connection, and they're not doing their job as far as delivering enough power for all your equipment properly because of the loose connection. Look at that. Look at how loose that is.
So my solar panels that I had out here, that suitcase, was it doing any good at all?
Really not doing much good because the connection's so bad here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these batteries out.
Okay.
And we're not only going to take the batteries into town and test them, but we're going to clean all these connections. You see the corrosion? That should be all copper looking like that, really clean. So we're going to clean all this corrosion off. That's one thing we're going to do. And then when we put the batteries back in, whether they be new or we put these old ones back in, we may find out these batteries are okay and that they just need help.
So the thing about these batteries is they're supposed to have the little date circle scratched off. And
they don't. So we don't know how old the batteries are. They came with the motorhome, so that's why we're going to have them tested.
Yeah. So if you ever buy a new battery, like when we bought this new battery,
they
gave us a receipt. And I made them put the date on it because years down the road, it'll be easy for me to forget exactly when I bought this thing. Yeah. So that's something I learned.
One thing that's important to note here, always disconnect your negative terminals first. I disconnected the connection between the two batteries, and now I'm going to disconnect the negative side over here. You have a negative and a positive, and when you have 6-volt batteries, they're connected in series. It goes from negative, from positive to negative over here, and then your hot sides connect on the outer sides.
Okay.
At any rate, I don't want to get into electronic theory and all that as far as series and parallel connections are concerned. All these connections, just remember where they are. Disconnect the batteries carefully. You don't want to short anything out and cause welding to happen. But you can see how these posts are all dirty. We're going to wire brush those clean before we put this all back together. And we'll show you that when we get to it. But right now we got to get the batteries out. So let me go ahead and get these done.
Short series of videos I'm going to do while Larry's here to help me because, boy, do I need some help.
That's so loose. Oh, God, that's loose. And, I can't believe how loose this is.
Okay, so, and then we also have a couple other projects going on while Larry's here. Because the wind in the pass going up to Idaho sheared my awning right off. I have this tarp rigged because we kind of face a little bit southwest, and that's where the sun comes. I have the other side facing north, which gives me some built-in shade during the day. So it's really important when you're in the desert to get yourself some shade. It makes a world of difference in the desert. A little bit of shade, so, but we're here at Quartzsite. This is like day 3 or something for me. Feels like day 20. As far as endurance, but not experience. So, still got to do some exploring. We'll keep you updated.